Hi, I'm Shelley Lear, founder and owner of the ModHomeEc studio in Indianapolis, as well as ModHomeEc.com blog. And I've been getting a lot of emails from readers who are trying to do their own diamond tufting. And in order to do that, you're going to need some good, strong covered buttons to get that job accomplished. So what I'm going to do here in my 5-minute clinic is show you exactly how to make covered buttons that are going to last. Now, usually people are showing me that they're buying these little button kits right here, which you can get at a fabric store. And these look good at first, but from my experience, they're not going to last. So what I'm going to show you is how to use this machine, which is called something like Button Maker Junior, and it retails for about $195 to $200. I would say if you have a friend who is going to upholster with you, you might want to buy one of these and split it. It could be worth the money in the end, and you can always resell it. So I'm going to get started, and if you have any questions, be sure to send me an email. If you have gone to an upholsterer's shop, you can have them make these buttons, and they may charge you up to $2 per button. But I'm going to show you the materials you need. And besides the button maker press, you're going to need the dies that come with it. And that includes a die cutter, which will cut out the exact size of the fabric for your covered button. Then you need this bottom piece, which has a drop-in spot for the back of the button, and that will go right in here. And then we have the button press where the fabric will go here and the button mold on top of that. So as you can see, the button molds that I'm going to use today are a size 36, which is just about the size of a nickel. But you can get these in smaller molds and larger. And to just shock you a little bit, the molds themselves can run from, a set can run from $90 to $200. So it's not a cheap venture by any stretch. So after you have that gathered, you need a pair of scissors, and you need this block that comes with the button maker, and you need a piece of fabric. The first thing I'm going to do is get the piece of fabric cut for the button. So I'm going to put this little booster in here, and then I'm going to take the die cutter, and I'm going to put the fabric there, put that die cutter right there, and then pound that a few good times, and it should be sharp enough to cut through. And in all of my experience in my years of upholstery, it has never cut all the way through. So have a little pair of scissors ready and come in and just trim some of those threads to release that from the piece, like so. Okay, so here's our fabric. Here's the bottom piece. I'm going to put it right in here, and I'm going to just use my hand to tighten that a little bit. And then I'm going to take that fabric and lay it inside of there. Here's a button mold. I put it right down in the center, and this is just used as a little, it's like a little dowel rod for a plunger. But you know what, before I get started, I want to show you, there's a little dent right there. It's kind of flared out, so I'm not going to use that one. It may not work, so there's another one. And I'm going to take the plunger and push it down in there. So now that's the inside, and if the fabric comes up too high, you just put your hands and push it down in. And then I'm going to take this button back, which has an eye on the back of it, and drop it down in. And here we go. We're going to put this right up here. Fits in. Move that out of the way. And then we have this beautiful covered button right here. And the velvet's kind of gotten smushed down, but that's okay, it'll rough up again. Alright, so now if you are making a number of these for your tufting project, you're going to want to get some tufting twine in the back of there. So you're going to cut a piece about this long, which I would say is about 30 inches altogether, and fold it in two. Thread it through here, pull it like so, and then I just take the scissors to make this even and easy, and thread the eye of the tufting needle, and there you go. That is ready to be pushed through your project for one of your diamond tufts, or if you just want to pull buttons through for a nice little effect on the back. One other thing you can do, but this only works with a different size button, is to put a nail back on here to pound into an upholstered piece of wood or a wall perhaps. And then there are some pieces, when you tear them down, they have these expandable brad backs that the button can fit into, but I don't have any of those. But if you've torn down a chair and you come up with these, it's just another style, and it probably was in the 60s sometime when they used those, but they can still be purchased. Thanks for watching my 5-minute clinic on making professionally covered buttons, and go to my website ModHomeEc.com for many more tutorials in upholstery and other things. And if you have any questions, email me at Shelley@ModHomeEc.com. See you next time.